So like I said, we wanted to show how Tiko has developed and what it has done for the employees. So what I would like to ask is, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Tikondane means a big happy family to me, where people live in harmony and help each other.
That's very nice.
Yes.
How has your life changed with Tikondane?
Before I came here, first I was a teacher. I retired as a teacher, primary school teacher. So after I retired, I found that I was doing nothing. I came here to Tikondane 2013 as a volunteer to teach. There was a primary school here. So I started teaching here. And unfortunately, the school was taken to another location. So we started the academy. We are teaching about agriculture, that is organic, using the natural resources that we have here, the natural farming, way of farming, not using the fertilizer and all the other chemicals. So we taught for 2014 to 2015, and the school was phased out. So the director asked me if I could continue working here, and she gave me that I had to teach the Tiko crew, the restaurant, and the lodge, simple English where they could communicate with the guests when they came here.
So you teach English to the other ones?
Yes, yeah. I started teaching English to the other members of the crew.
And you said that you teach a lot about farming. Can you explain why is farming so important to the people here?
Farming is very important here in Katete or to Zambia because most people are subsistence farmers, that is, they're small-scale farmers. They depend on agriculture. There's no much employment, they don't work in the government. So most people depend mostly on farming. That's why Tiko is most interested in teaching new ways of farming. In spite of that, some of them are very poor. They cannot afford to buy the fertilizer and other chemicals for farming. That's why Tiko is trying to teach the conservation farming, so that we use the natural things that we have in our homes or in our villages.
And not like if you can't afford fertilizer and if you can't plant your plants, like
maize, mostly maize here, we depend most on maize.
But it means like if you are a subsistence farmer and you can't plant anything, that means you're gonna have hunger, right?
You have hunger, definitely. You starve. So you must plant your own food first. You have to sustain yourself. Yes.
And what is Tiko like? How is Tiko's style of farming different from every other ones around here?
The Tiko way of farming is different from the others because we have to make our compost manure, which is natural. Then we grow the food using the same compost manure that we have made. We don't apply any chemicals. Even when we want to control the pests, we use organic pest control, which is natural and has no any other foreign materials or matters in them.
And you learn a lot about health as well here?
Yes. We learn how to, in the other departments, they learn how to make the organic pest control. Yes. Using chili and soap, or soap.
So do you use it at home as well?
Yes, when we sit at home, when we have a back garden, there are pests there, you use that pest. Yes.
Do you have a wish for your future?
It's my future. I would like to be sustainable, that is to manage, if I can have something that I can manage, for example, grow vegetables, enough vegetables even to feed the other families, and also to keep few animals or birds so that I become self-reliant. Yes.
Do you have a big family?
My family is not very big. It's not very big. My mother, I'm staying with my mother. Yes, I have a sister, but she says doesn't stay with me. She's at home in the village. She also has a small family. I have one son, and he doesn't stay with me. He's in Lusaka. Yes, he works, and he also has a small farm of his own. Yes.
That's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tiko.
Zikomo. Welcome.
How do you write your...
I'd like to know, like, what does Tikondane mean to you?
I like Tikondane very much. Helped me too much. I'm 6 years now, but yeah, working for Tikondane. That's everything for me.
Okay.
But I learned something. She's keeping us very well.
You are doing your part also, I guess. And what do you do in Tikondane?
I'm a chef.
Mm-hmm.
They call me a chef.
Okay.
So, what can I say? Anyway, I'm a kitchen controller.
Okay. And what did it change because of Tikondane in your life?
In your life, I'm very happy now because 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, this year 18, I can't talk, which Tikondane helped me a lot. We were 8, 9 plus myself, but we are 2 now. But we are managed, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Tikondane, man.
What did change for your family as well?
I'm very happy now, see? I'm very happy now.
Yeah. What did you learn in here?
What I learned here is too much. Like you see cassava, like this now. We're going to put on the sun, dry it. So, it's many things I learned by here.
And do you have a wish for your future? How do you expect your future to be like with Tikondane?
Yeah, in future, I'll be here until she says you go now. I'll be working like this. Always I'm happy. 6 money every day.
So, how is it like? Did you have a job before?
Yeah.
Yeah? Before Tikondane?
Yeah, I was baking to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished there, then I joined Tikondane. 2013.
Mm-hmm. And in this time, like, could you, how did your life change? Like, were you able to afford more or build a better life for your family?
I think there's too much changes for me. I like to work for Tikondane.
Mm-hmm.
From now to onwards.
Okay. So what we wanted to talk about is, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Oh, it's really my life's dream. It is, that's the one thing among all of these troubles and all of these worries. The fact that I'm in a place where I can show that people without nothing can be happier than people with a lot makes me very happy.
And what do you want to achieve for the people here?
That they can live without me and don't make a loss and can keep going and can increase even their income.
When you look back, I think it was 20 years ago that you founded Tikondane, right? What was your reasons back then? Why did you found it?
Look, totally naively, I thought they want to learn to read and write. And then Doris, whom you know, came and said, look, Amai, we don't need reading and writing, we need jobs. And it was the time of AIDS. And the women here, to this day, if they have no money, if their children are hungry, if they are schoolgirls and have nothing, it is the boys, it is the men who somehow, I don't know where they get anything from that they can give, but that's the way to go. And if you then collect AIDS in the same way, it's just, it has In fact, that is the one thing in my life is impressive. I have seen AIDS at its worst, and I now see the same people who I thought I had left dying at the hospital, and we smile.
That's nice. So Tiko now does a lot of work about farming. Why is that?
Luckily, look, I learned psychology, and there's this theory of Maslow's, and what I remember is at the beginning is hunger. If you don't have enough to eat, you think of nothing but food. And on the top, then there is a stage where you couldn't care less about what other people think. So I've loved that theory a lot. And it came, however, I didn't even know that there was malnutrition, especially bad here in Katete. But I certainly could see from the beginning
I think
that...
we have to stop.
Done.
So why is farming also so important for especially the Katete district?
Well, basically everybody, 220,000 out of 240,000 people are subsistence farmers. And from the beginning, that is now 25 years, people came to me especially in January to borrow money. And they needed the money for hybrid maize seeds, for artificial fertilizer, for food, because it was the hungry time before the next harvest, and for school money. Now, school money is fine, but over 25 years, nothing changed about the maize. So I realized something was wrong, and also with nurses, they had, part of their training was to go to villages and teach health, and I mean food is number one, health, right? So then I happened to come across permaculture people, and there is the big philosophy and the practical bit, and we worked out a project, and we are working on it.
So you're talking about the 19 steps. What are the 19
That's
steps
right.
about?
The heart of the matter is that people who have a bit of land and have a hoe can grow their own healthy diet. Now, they won't live without enzima, but that's fine, it needs energy. But then they need vegetable, which they do not appreciate, and they need protein. Now, protein you can get from soya, but would you believe when I first came, I immediately bought soya flour for the family I had as friends. No, it's bitter. Now everybody eats soya when they can get it, right? The other one is that there is this moringa. Oh God, everybody hears about moringa, the miracle tree. Not only lots of vitamins, but most minerals of any vegetable, and if you eat it together with peanuts and with legume, with any sort of beans, you also get all the amino acids, you get proper protein. So we, for all of these years, have always been talking about pigeons, which was a big success, and rabbits, we are still working on them, but now we don't even need that anymore. We have a minimum program to get people out of malnutrition.
And in 20 years, what do you think, what do you have changed for the people around here? What did you achieve already?
Not that much. Not anything anybody in Olaya in Europe would appreciate. What I think we have achieved is that there are a group of people who ever so often in need had a little bit of help. And I mean, even when they came to me and I had to say, but you know we don't have money at Tiko, they said, but there's nowhere else where we can go. Yeah? And they all have learned something. They all eat better than their neighbors.
And when you think about the future, what do you want to achieve for Tiko?
Oh, well, really, really that they can run the show themselves. And somehow I think it may be possible. But I may be mad.
And when you think about the people around here, I mean, you've lived together now with them for 25 years, worked together with them for 20 years. What do they mean to you, like personally?
I just love them. I fall in love with them again and again, because I tell you, in 25 years, with all the requests I get every day, not one is a personal one. They are always for the family. Always, always. They always think of us and others. And I think that is a way of life which would do a lot of good for some of the complaining people in the so-called developed world.
First, ask you is, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Tikondane, to me, it means a lot. Yeah, before I was here, I was like a person who was not associating to many people, but Tikondane has just taught me a lot of things. In terms of 19 steps, which is out of poverty, this I've learned a lot from here.
Okay, so what is your job at Tikondane? What do you do?
Tikondane, I'm assisting as a tour guide, and also I'm the director for the new company, which is Tiko Balanced Diet Limited. I am the director, and also I work at the small-scale food processing, where we process foods like peanut butter, jam, the food for the children who have good malnutrition. It's called onenepa supplement, meaning getting fat, so to say.
Nice. And how has life changed for you with Tikondane? Was it very hard before?
Yes, I've said already earlier on, it was very hard for me. So to say, like talking to people like Yazungus, it was very difficult to me. So as I came here to Tikondane, now I'm free. I can express myself to people like you. Time to have fun times with many people, so to say.
And what about your family? Has it done anything for your family as well? Did your family life change? Or could you do more for your family?
Yes, my family has changed. Now, in terms of farming, yeah, we are very behind. Before we are using the artificial fertilizer, we did not know that it was destroying our soil. So we are now into the permanent agriculture. We are using the organic manure. So
yeah, you mentioned the 19 steps. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What does the 19 steps mean?
19 steps out of what about it means that one has to keep the pigeons, the kalulus for the proteins, and also to grow vegetables, and also to grow the cassava. Yes.
So that you have like more food to
more food, yes,
yeah.
to support the family.
And how important is farming? If you don't have the cassava and stuff like this, is it like, are people hungry around here? And what does it mean?
Yes, people around here are hungry. In terms of farming, when you are just growing maize, sometimes you see that there's a lot of droughts nowadays. So growing maize is just difficult for us, but Elke introduced us the cassava, which is a drought-resistant crop. So you can grow out of cassava the whole year round without, it doesn't need more water. So. And
what do you think about Elke? Can you describe us a little bit what she means to you?
Yeah, the question itself is just too general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can describe her that like it's a very good woman. She's our mother. She's taking a very good care of us.
Elke is your mother?
Yes, she's our mother. We call her Amai, meaning mother.
Amai. Ah, I didn't know. That means mother.
Oh, no wonder we call her Amai. Amai means a mother, my mother, our mother. So
That's
everyone
nice.
calls her Amai.
Yeah. And do you have a wish for your future?
Yeah, what I can wish for my future is I want to become somebody else. Yeah, like I want to be the boss, so to say. As you know, I'm the intern, so I want to be the director somewhere.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a good goal.
I think you are working hard for that.
Yeah. And do you have a wish for the future of whole Tikondane?
Yeah, the wish for whole Tikondane, the future is just not just to collapse, but just to keep it going.
Keep it going, keep it growing. Okay. Sikomo.
Sikomo Pampini. 2, 3, 4.
Done.
So can you tell us more about the Limited? Why did you found the Limited?
Yes, we found the Limited because we want to promote our Tikondane and some of the products we are making, we are producing, so to say.
And which products are you producing?
We are producing products like peanut butter, jam, that's jam in general. We can make jam in type of fruits.
There was
so
a car, so maybe
Yes.
Can the mango jam.
Wait. Because there was a car, we may be not hearing it, so let's start again. What products do you do?
Yeah, we make products like peanut butter, jam, cassava powder, there's onenepa supplement, also the roasted peanut, and the cowpea sausages, and many more, which I've just forgotten them, but there are many. We are making almost 39 products here in Tikondane. So I can just mention the few.
And why is it their products? Is it important products for the people around here?
Yes, it is an important product because they are natural. They are natural products. So we are promoting the local people to buying our products since they're just natural.
And you just don't want to sell to the local people, but also to other clients, right?
Yeah, not to the only local people, but to some other clients. For instance, the Azungus who just come for the tourism, we sell them. Yeah.
And maybe to the lodges as well.
Yes, of course, to the lodges and some big companies like Spa, ShopRites, and Choppies. We want to try that.
So, what are your plans for the future then?
Like for the Tiko Balanced Company Limited. Yes, and we were lucky yesterday. There was somebody, we can just call him like our consultant, who was just controlling some of the mistakes. So I think the future is just there, so to say. A lot of plans.
A lot of plans. Thank you. I was saying, like, this is for the people that have already visited and that maybe want to give some money and they want to know what Tiko has done. So I don't know. What I wanted to ask you is, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Tikondane is a community health center. Yes, of which one can come and join us so that as a volunteer. Yes.
And what are you working as here? What is your job here?
My job is a night supervisor, also a tailoring shop like as I'm doing here now. Yes, I'm a tailor, stroke night supervisor. I'm doing 2 jobs at a time.
How long have you worked here?
Yeah, I worked here for 6 years now. Yes, with Tikondane.
And how has your life changed with Tikondane?
My life has changed because even though I'm getting small money, yes, but I'm trying to help on my own because when I get that small money, I do something which is very important, like building a house. Yes, I'm being helped with the Tikondane, otherwise help can give me little, and I add on my salary, then I bought some blocks, or either some iron sheets, then to go and put on top of the house. That's how.
So you have a bigger house now?
Yes, yes.
Has life for your family changed as well then?
Yes, yes. Some time back, I was keeping a boy who was not, I can say, I was keeping a boy who had no parents. Yes, of which I find that opportunity where I'm here to Tikondane. I keep that was a sickle cell boy. Yes, until he passed away.
Oh no, that's very sad.
The name was Moses back.
Okay.
Yes. And I had a daughter by the name of Wike. At that time, the husband was working with the St. Francis Hospital, but the contract was, passed away. Then they went back. So they helped me with building a house and so forth.
And did you learn a lot here about farming and about health?
Yes, yes. I learned some many things, like making compost heaps and how to grow vegetables without using this natural, fertilizer, just using compost heap manure. Yes, I've learned a lot, of which when I go back home, I think I'll be using that. Yes. In order to, in fact, I've learned a lot. Yes.
And do you have a wish for your future? What do you want your future to be like with Tikondane?
With Tikondane, I don't know, because the owner of Tikondani says she has got no man at this time, at this moment. But I don't know how Tikondani will go up. Maybe I will leave Tikondani, while kids I will just go out. Since I've got another machine at home, I'll just start on my own and then trying to make something to help me and my family.
I think you can very much do it on your own as well. You've learned a lot, right?
Very much, very much. Because I think I've been working with the tailor where I was in Lusaka. Then I've got a lot of experience. Yes, I've been working as a tailor for 35 years. That's when I came here.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Yes.
What does Tikondani mean for you?
Tikondani has a great meaning to me. Has managed to give me a job, I can say. It has given me a job which has changed my life a little bit better from where I was to where I am. By the time I was coming here, in terms of where I came from, I was living in a very little lonely village hut. But for the moment, I've managed to build a small house for me. I've managed to build a small house for my mom, which is very great to me. All these I can say I've benefited from being at Tikondani.
And what have you learned here in the last few years?
Oh, what I learned something like plumbing. I can deal with water. I've learned a little bit of electricity, a bit of welding. I did a bit of carpentry. All these I've learned from Tikondani.
Is there more you want to learn, or what do you expect the future to be like with Tikondani?
Oh, if that was possible, if there is a possibility, if I can do for further studies in terms of electricity, I can be great.
Thank you, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, my name's Kapauka Amoni Miranda, manager here now. I came to Tikondani in 2001 after being elected as chairperson of this institution. However, prior to 2001, we had met with Sister Eoki at the nursing school. St. Francis Nursing School, when I was appointed to be a member of St. Francis Hospital Management Board. And I inquired from her where the meetings were taking place, and from there she also got interested to find out who I was and what did I do. So I was a provincial community development officer, responsible for social work in the province, Eastern Province. And then from there, because she was interested in adult education, I helped her to come up with the Adult Education Association at this institution. And then later on, when she had learned that I was about to retire from public service, she came to see me so that we could work together to see the stabilization of this institution. That's how I came in. And from that time, of course, I did also, she persuaded me to work with her here, to be working in various areas. I did finances, I did stores, and now I'm dealing with staff or human resource management. Sure.
How many people did you educate in these years?
In adult education, which was from grade 1 to grade 12, over 300 people have passed through that. Currently, others are undergoing university education, others are in the colleges, others have finished college education, especially in teaching. They are now teachers, yes, in both public and private schools.
That's great. And what are the main challenges nowadays?
The main challenges nowadays are in 3 categories, which I may say that Tikondane used to have quite a good income in terms of finances, but with the time, these have gone down. The second challenge we have is the challenge of limited education in terms of those that are currently serving as crew members. Yes, and then the third one is the one that I spoke about, hunger. Katete district has been hit by hunger, and so to try and solve this problem, was it is hunkered on two. There's the natural calamity, and then there's the human also a calamity. Natural calamity is rain pattern, and the human one is caused by improper farming activities, cutting of trees, which has created rain pattern also to be disturbed.
Okay, thank you.
Done.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it is for the donors and the people Eke will be visiting, and they want to know what Tiko has done and how it has changed. So what I wanted to ask is, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Tikondane means it helps people, like poor people, and everybody is getting help from Tikondane.
And how did your life change with Tikondane? Did you have a very hard life before? Or?
My life was hard before I started working at Tikondane. When I started working at Tikondane, things were easy for me. At least I managed to buy a plot and build a house.
So you've told us yesterday you worked 6 years in Tikondane.
Yes.
So what have you learned in this time? 6 years at Tikondane.
I've learned to grow my own food.
That's nice.
Yes.
And how did life change for your family?
Oh, it's changed because what I've learned, I'm able to do it, and things are easy for me. Because I'm able to pay school fees for my children.
Yeah, very good. Do you have a wish for your future? What do you want your future to be like with Tikondane?
Tikondane should continue. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. That was everything. It was really
Hey, and wait a second. What's your role? What do you do in Tikondane?
Oh yeah, what's it?
At Tikondane, I help people those people doesn't know how to speak English. When they want something from the director, then I speak for them. Yes, and I do the inventory every month.
And you told us yesterday that you grew up in Lusaka. Why did you move to Katete?
Well, life in Lusaka is very difficult because everything is expensive. Now in Katete, at least things are easy and they're cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
Sikomo, thank you very much.
Tikondane means a big happy family to me.
It means loving one another. It helps people, like poor people.
You have hunger, definitely. You starve. So you must plant your own food first. You have to sustain yourself.
19 steps out of what, but it means that one has to keep the pigeons, the lulus for the proteins, and also to grow vegetables.
We don't apply any chemicals. Even when we want to control the pests, we use organic pest control.
What I think we have achieved is that they're a group of people who ever so often in need had a little bit of help.
By the time I was coming here, in terms of where I came from, I was living in a very little lonely village hut. But for the moment, I've managed to build a small house for me. I've managed to build a small house for my mom, which is very great.
The little I get from here. So without that, maybe I wouldn't have afford to pay for the school fees. Yeah, even the house, I managed to construct a house.
It was very hard for me. So to say, like talking to people like Yazungus, it was very difficult to me. So as I came here to Tikondane, now I'm free. I can express myself to people like you.
I can't talk, which Tikondane helped me a lot.
I fall in love with them again and again because I tell you, in 25 years, with all the requests I get every day, not one is a personal one. They are always for the family.
Amai means mother because she takes care of us. She's like our mother.
I would like to be sustainable, that is to manage enough vegetables even to feed the other families.
I want to be the boss, so to say. As you know, I'm the intern, so I want to be the director somewhere.
We expect Tiko to be sustainable, to stand on its own. Not just be depending on donors, but we should be able to make money ourselves.
That they can run the show themselves. And somehow I think it may be possible. But I may be mad.
Yeah, in future, I'll be here until she says you go now.
Okay, so I told you we are doing a little video about the employees, and so that the people that have visited here and that want to give money, they can see what happened here. So I just wanted to ask, like, what does Tikondane mean to you?
Tikondane? It means loving one another.
Why is that? Can you explain it a little?
Then you are asking, do you ask the name Tikondane?
Ah, okay. So
the name Tikondane means
loving one another. I didn't know. I didn't know.
That's the name. It's a Chewa name Tikondane, but in English it's to love one another.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And how has life changed for you with Tikondane?
I think it's better to be here because when you are just at home doing nothing, you can't get anything. So it's better do something to get something which can help you. Yeah.
What are you working as here?
I'm an accountant, the assistant to the accountant. Yeah.
And how has your life or your family changed since you work at Tikondane?
I think it changed because, when I came here, I started working from here in 2007, and my first born child was just 11 months, but this time he's 12 years. Yeah, he did the nursery for 3 years, and now he's in grade 6. Yeah, I'm able to pay the school fees for the children, the little I get from here. So without that, maybe I wouldn't have afford to pay for the school fees. Yeah, even in the house, I managed to construct a house where I'm living in. Yeah.
Oh wow, so your children have a house now they can live in.
Yes. Yeah.
And what did you learn here in the time you've been here?
Yeah. I learned I attended the computer classes. Yes, even about something like sanitation and health. Yeah, we learned from here. Yes, also, I think that's all. Also being an intern, we are learning some of the things from it. Yeah, how to budget, to be the future manager. Yeah.
And what do you expect your future to be like with Tikondane? What else do you want to learn?
From here, maybe to be an accountant would also help. Yeah.
Do you have like a wish you want something to reach for you and for your family?
Yes. Yeah, even to be an accountant, there's no problem. But yeah, I also wanted to be an electrician. Yeah, I think just these two.
What? I didn't understand.
Electrician.
Electrician, really? That's cool.
Yeah, these two I think it's better. one of the other.
And I know in Tikondana they teach a lot about farming and about stuff like that.
We also learned about that. Yeah.
And do you have like, did you change something at your house as well? Do you have like something there now?
Yes. We are being taught to have a backyard garden. Like we planted the moringa trees, which they are also helping us for vegetables. They also taught us that we should be having a backyard garden so that we can have our own food.
Okay.
Yes. Even how to make the compost manure instead of using the organic fertilizer, which is also expensive. Yeah, we are using the compost manure. Yeah.
That's very good. Thank you so much. That was great.